Hello?
Hey mate, I can't. If I go through Facebook, it needs me to download a Flash player.
Yeah, I know. I downloaded it. I'm sure I downloaded it before you went. But I was working your first week this week, yeah.
Yeah, it has been. Yeah, it's been alright actually. Oh yeah, you can't work in a bar over here unless you've been on a training course at a college.
Hey, can I skip when you get a job? Yeah, I can't have a job over here, man. You gotta go to college. Ah, shucks. Why, is that what Mum's tried to get a bar job?
No. It was just somebody told me last week.
What are they like then over there? They alright, yeah. Even though you're an immigrant.
Yeah, they're good. Yeah, they're really good. Yeah, there's a lot of car mechanics at the garage though. That's the trouble. They've not. There's a lot of new starters with very little experience. By the looks of it, anyway.
I thought the idea was that you were there to teach them. I thought that was what you were going there for.
Eventually, yeah. Eventually, I want to be what they call a tech rep. The two most experienced lads they've got in the garage, that are like one's an Australian and one's a German, and they're meant to be both leaving.
You know.
Yeah, it don't go from like that phone to that phone, does it?
Hello, Zeb.
I like your dressing gown. Who got you that?
I don't know. It's nice though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Lee's online.
Is it?
Get a free regular. Chicken tikka masala, fish fry naan, chips, and lemon chicken.
Yeah, I bet his ass is going to be wicked tomorrow.
Yeah, but at least I don't have to drive around in a 1994 bloody car with 100,000 bloody billion miles on it.
Hey, not wrong with our car.
Hey, I tell you what.
Have you got it yet?
Seb, no, not picked up yet. It's actually illegal for a car yard to open on a Sunday over here.
So what? Why has it got so many miles on it?
It's just what they do over here. They've all got like Starship mileage on it. It's all distances. Like from your house to London, it'd be about 240 miles. You do London in your car in about 4.5 hours. The next big city over here is Melbourne, and it's 600 mile away.
Yeah, but what's in between?
Fuck all.
All right. What's the one that you're looking at then?
A Toyota Camry. They were built mainly for the American side of market, but everything over here is all the little cars. You know, like your Corsas, anything that's a small car, they're all automatics. Like this one we've bought with $3,400. That's £2,300. Say about 150,000 miles. It were raining that bad yesterday coming home from looking at an house, yeah? I stopped the car. Because you couldn't see where you were going.
The rain was that bad, Seb. Half the tyres on some of the cars that were parked up, you couldn't see under rain.
The company ute, as they call it.
Oh, have you got a ute? Jesus, is that fast?
Got a ute.
We've
got a ute.
Well, you don't need a car if you've got that.
Yeah, but I've not got it forever. I've got a company ute for a little bit, but that's why we need a car.
Oh, how long does it take for you to get to work?
About 30 minutes at the moment, because we're living at Glenelg, at the hotel in Glenelg, and the where it is at works. We're like, you've got Adelaide city centre, which is there, then you've got Glenelg, which is near the sea over here, and works above like up in the north of Adelaide. Yeah, we're moving up. We're going to move like slightly north of work. Outer Harbour.
Any news on your container?
Yeah, it should be landing in February, beginning of February, about the 17th of February.
So we need to get somewhere quick.
Estimated time of arrival is...
Yeah, but the way the estate agents and everything are going,
yeah,
they're so slow, Seb.
Are they? It's because you're English.
Hang on.
So you need a punk.
Guys, just go.
Say again?
Hey?
What did you say?
Guys, just going.
Okay, it cuts
Guys,
out.
just gone.
Every time you say it, it cuts out.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Guy's gone for a poo. Oh my god!
What?
You can smell it from here.
Yeah.
Smell-o-vision.
Yeah. Seb can smell it. Smell the vision,
bastard! Cover yourself up.
He said, you dirty bastard. There's a little mozzie in the room.
What?
There's a mozzie in the room. There's a mozzie in the room. I've been bit on my finger, on my cheek. See that one? That's bigger than your spot.
Oh yeah. Turn to the right a little bit. Right a bit. That's left.
No, I'm turning right then.
That's left.
What, that way?
That's left.
Right.
There you go. Right now, just point at it. You see that there?
Look,
What happens when you've got...
look. See it better there, look.
Yeah, that's what happens when you've got AIDS.
No. Terrible, isn't it?
Pop it on the camera and see if it squirts on the screen.
No, that's disgusting.
Yeah, well.
It's not a poppy one anyway, it's just a hard lump.
Look. I got another one.
What's that? You've got a bloody... What, is it, a parking ticket?
Yeah.
Well, you know what I mean. When's your last essay or whatever it is
I've got a production folder to hand in on Monday. I've then got another production folder which I was supposed to start in September, which is basically, it's a massive project. It's my dissertation project. I haven't started it yet. I have been meaning to start it, but you know what I'm thinking, just can't be arsed, never get round to it. And I've also got my final TV project to do, which is that film. I think I told you I was making like a short film. Yeah, it's about a lad who has a shit life and ends up hanging himself.
That's nice.
And that was the only thing I could think of, and it's quite powerful, and my tutor's really looking forward to it, so I better not let him down.
No, don't let him down. No, make a good go of it, because you know it'll benefit you at the end of the day, won't it?
Well, we'll just see what happens.
Who's the main character?
I don't know. He's called Craig Taylor. I've just made a name up. It's subject to change. Yeah, I don't know. I need to find some actors. I've got to get proper actors for it. I can't just use my mates like I'm gonna do. Well, I was gonna do, but you know. Well, actually, the part of the story is that his mum and stepdad go to Australia. And
really?
His stepdad beat him up when he was a kid. So it could be like that part of the story. He's talking to you. You're his mum who's in Australia. Because the idea was I was going to film at the airport with his mum going, but I could do it where you're on Skype.
Yeah, go on. It sounds a little bit true. This storyline, Seb.
Yeah, it is. It's based on my life.
I was going to say it sounds like your life.
It's loosely based on my life. Sorry?
Apart from the beating up bit off your stepdad, apart from when he got you in the pizza place.
Yeah, that's what it's based on. Because you got to remember when you write a film, you got to exaggerate on things. You don't say, oh well, I played football and I wasn't very good. It was I played football and I broke my leg and it ended my career. You know what I mean? It's called When Life Deals a Bad Hand. Basically, this is that's the mum and dad arguing. The story begins with the end. The story begins with fade in from black, the mobile phone's ringing with the legs hanging in the background. And that's his dad there trying to ring him.
Yeah.
So his dad's trying to ring him whilst he's hung himself. So the story ends.
Yeah.
The story ends as the dad walks into the house and sees the body hanging.
Sad thing is, it represents your life quite a lot, doesn't it?
It loosely does. Basically, the pitch for the story would be: emotion and low self-esteem lead to the suicide of a talented individual. The story is about 20-year-old Craig Taylor, but I think I changed that to 18 because 20 is a bit sort of too sort of.
Yeah.
He's too old to sort of.
Too adult.
Yeah, too adult to be scarred by emotion. Who has grown up under harsh circumstances. His parents split when he was 9 years old. No reference there.
Oh, sad.
He got bullied through school because he was slightly chubbier than the other kids.
Did you get bullied because you were chubby?
Yeah. He had a stepfather that beat him up and a stepmother who wanted his father all to herself. Apart from obviously the stepfather bit's not true, but you have to make it sound like your evil stepmother and evil stepfather like it's depicted in your fairy tales.
Yeah.
Okay, Craig is a bright student with lots of potential, but his emotions got the better of him when he's alone in his bedroom. When he is 16, Craig's stepfather is offered a job in Australia, and he and Craig's mother decide to take the offer and move. Craig then has to move in with his father, who he consequently falls out with due to tension between the stepmother being too selfish. By the age of 18, Craig winds up living on the streets, but meets a young girl who gets him back on his feet. They both fall in love and Craig's life appears back on track. They move into a council flat and begin to build a relationship. So the next bit was basically his girlfriend left him for another man, but I took that bit out because it were.
All right, yeah.
So basically, that sort of from there went. Craig becomes an emotional wreck and, referring back to his old diary and photo albums, begins to cry and believes the world will be a better place without him, thus deciding to take his own life. The twist in the tale comes too late when Craig's father tries to contact him and apologise and meet up. But Craig has already taken his life, and the phone just rings and rings and rings and rings and rings and rings. Okay, the story will begin with Craig's phone ringing while showing an out-of-focus pair of legs dangling in the background. Craig's legs. The scene will then cut to the person making the phone call, Craig's father, who is trying to make up with him and ask him to come and live with him once more. Fade to black.
Yeah.
Okay. The opening titles are old. The story will begin with a flashback to Craig's childhood, showing his parents fighting, with Craig watching, unable to do anything, and will then cut to him in school, eating on his own and having his dinner money stolen. This will then cut back...
You didn't have any dinner money pinched, did you?
No, but I told you, it's a stereotype.
Okay,
yeah. This will then cut back to Craig, minutes before hanging himself, looking through his photo album and diary, which are causing flashbacks. Craig will then turn the page, triggering more flashbacks. The next flashback is when Craig is a teenager, 14 years old, and shows him coming in from school one day and his stepfather holding an envelope before brutally beating him. The film then cuts back to the present, with Craig turning the page to photos and entries regarding him and his father, which triggers the next flashback. The flashback is when Craig is 16 and his mother and stepfather are emigrating to Australia, and as his stepfather has been offered a job. Craig moves in with his father, but after 2 years, things don't work out due to his stepmother's influence, and Craig and his dad fall out, with Craig ending up living on the streets. When he meets a girl, his age, who guides him back on track. The film cuts back to Craig in the present when he is seen buying a rope from a local DIY shop. The scene that then sort of carries on. There's no flashbacks from them because this is set before he goes home and starts looking through his photo album. Like, he's looked through the photo album by this point and he's now gone out to the shop. Like, so the flashbacks will stop. Craig sees his father through a window in another shop, but I changed that to seeing him driving past in the car.
Yeah.
The film then cuts to Craig's father's point of view, who is attempting to call Craig after seeing him as Craig's father's phone dies and struggles to find a charger to phone Craig and apologise. Craig's father then finds the charger and tries to ring him whilst driving, gets pulled over by the police. The story continues to check back and forth from Craig hanging the rope up and sort of setting it up and staring at his phone, to his father getting away from the police, getting on his way, getting back to Craig's flat. Back and forth from Craig tying the noose up around his neck and his father struggling to make contact. The story ends with Craig hanging himself and his father finally being able to make the phone call, but it's too late as Craig has already passed away. The opening scene is also the closing scene, with the phone ringing with legs in the background dangling. The end.
So when are you going to be doing it?
I don't know. Easter, because obviously I'll be off uni and I'll have a bit of time to do it probably.
Yeah, alright then. Alright. Okay then.
Right, I'm going to let you go anyway because I really, really need your shit.
Alright, see you later.
Bye.
See you later, mate. See you, mate. See you later, pal.
Bye, everybody. Love you. Bye.
Bye, Jen. Bye, Rich. Get off.
Bye.
Right,
bye, love you, Seb. Bye. Bye, Amy. Bye, Brian. Bye, Jenna. Bye, Rachel. Bye, everybody. And Linda, you Donny Tart. Yeah. Speak to you soon. Love you. Bye. Got to go now. Bye.